Hello again, everybody. Zach Attack is here, my Atakline now for this Monday, April 25th, 2016. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I did, for the most part. I had two great gigs on Friday. Of course, I was mourning the death of one of my favorite all-time favorite artists. Of course, the video was on this channel about the passing of Prince, which the world is still stunned and trying to process it and trying to take it, trying to take it all in. And he passed away. The whole video's got an explanation of why I'm such a fan of his. I was raised on him. So I had to make a little bit of Prince tributes during both my shows this past Friday. First things first, Indian Hills Social Supper. It's my first time ever DJing that. DJed a lot of events for Indian Hills in the past, more specifically the fun ones, and Effect Gray Lockins, but never this Social Supper thing. So I played Let's Go Crazy during soundcheck. And I had like a little makeshift memorial for Prince at the show. Using two DVDs that I have that I use at my regular TV shows. Put them in front of my player box as a little makeshift memorial. As the only thing of Prince I did at that gig because I couldn't play any more Prince songs during the actual show because it was mostly a school thing. Because there was a lot of kids. It was sports themed. And I played a lot of sports rock songs. Of course, I play like all the kids' songs. Obviously, like Whippin' Nene, Trice, Cha-Cha Cupid, all the line dances. It was interesting. I was in the gym. They had inflatables and stuff. And they had like the entire school had stuff going on. They had raffles in the hallway. They had every classroom had like an activity in each classroom, like sports trivia. They had a hockey team and football team, the state champions of Romeo. They were there signing autographs. And a lot of mascots. You had a Bulldog mascot, the laser tag mascot, and more importantly, Sparty from Michigan State Wolverines. Not Wolverines. Sparty from Spartans. I'm a Wolverine guy. Try to hide my pride. Although I did get the Sparty to Whippin' Nene. When I played Whippin' Nene the first time. That's an accomplishment for me. In my career, getting Sparty to Whippin' Nene to one of my songs. It was a very fun show. The dancing was limited because it was like all the kids were going in the gym, all the inflatables. But people bouncing, we had a good time. Very fun show. Then on to our second gig, Club 54. And first time in a while that I did a show with my Chrysler folks that like to come in. The late shift from Chrysler. They came early. They came like at 10:30. I thought they were going to come at 12. But I came a little early. And obviously, like usual, when I do Club 54 shows for Chrysler folks, here comes the gangster songs. Here comes Two Phones. Here comes Future. Here comes Yo Gotti. Daz Osama. Trina got requested. F-Boy. And obviously I had to play some Prince songs. I think I played like five Prince songs. Played Little Red Corvette. I got requests for both If I Was Your Girlfriend, which I've never played any of my gigs before. Very well received. Sexy MF. Someone requested it. Okay reception because no one knows it that well. Erotic City. That was one of my choices. And I ended my show with Purple Rain. Early on in my career, for the first couple of years of my DJing career, I ended my shows with Purple Rain. It was my first ender of most of my shows was Purple Rain. So it made only sense to play it this past Friday at Club 54 to end my show. And I could play that as the ending of a lot of shows this year in the aftermath of the passing of Prince. Of course, the reaction was big, and I'll get to that if we get the Billboard #1s this week. So there you go. That's my gigs that happened. I am going back to Club 54 Friday, and I'm going to a surprise birthday party on Saturday. That should be a lot of fun. And I'm negotiating another show for Club 54 on Wednesday. It's not official yet. I'm a little bit ill right now. Let's just have my tech support, but I'm feeling decent enough to make these videos. So there you go. On to the entertainment news for today. Story #1 movie. Well, we have still #1 movie, not much competition besides The Huntsman, which got destroyed, by the way, as Jungle Book repeats as #1 movie for the second week in a row, 61 million. Well, Huntsman, like I said, got destroyed, 19 million, getting slaving scathing. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Getting scathing reviews from the critics and moviegoers alike. That's why it bombed miserably. When it comes to the new #1 movie for next week, if we're all gonna have a new #1 movie, it's possible. We have a lot of competition with Keanu, the movie with Key and Peele, Mother's Day, romantic comedy, and Ratchet and Clank, based on a video game. I say Keanu or Mother's Day could take it. If there's a new #1 movie next week, and in the Rain of Jungle Book. Now on to our Billboard #1s. New across the board. First things first, in the aftermath of his passing, Prince has the #1 and 2 albums in the country, with catalog albums now allowed to chart on the Billboard Top 200. The very best of Prince and Purple Rain is your #1 and 2 album, making it Prince's first chart topper in 10 years, since 3121 in 2006, which debuted at #1. When Bowie passed this past January, he had a new album that came out right before he passed. Prince had nothing new, much new out, that was like really current. So people bought his greatest hits, and also Purple Rain. And the reaction not only went through the Billboard album charts, also went through the singles charts as well, as 6 of his songs went into the top 10, including Purple Rain, which has been the go-to song for tribute performances. A lot of people doing tribute performance. I've seen the top 2 songs I've seen people cover to pay tribute to Prince is Purple Rain and Nothing Compares to You. Most people are doing Purple Rain. So while Prince's songs land in the top 10, we have a new #1 single. Yay! Rihanna's wait is over. Yes! At the 90s, that stupid song, wag, 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 is no longer #1. Now we have a new #1 single at all. It's an American. For the first time in 40 weeks, 41 weeks, an American is #1. It's also the first rap song in 41 weeks since Wiz Khalifa, the last American to have a #1 single in the rap department. And that's Designer Panda. Song I played in Wilkinson, also song I more importantly played at the club. Because for the last 41 weeks, foreigners have been #1, including Ami, The Weeknd, Drake and Rihanna, and Justin Bieber, and Adele. So congrats to Panda, not only being the first American to have a #1 single in 40 weeks, but also the first rap song to be #1 in 40 weeks since Designer. He's also the first rapper to top the charts with his debut single since Iggy Azalea's debut single, Fancy. Because the new single, Team's bombing. So congrats to Panda, your new #1 single. And of course, Prince, your #1 album, but may not be for long, as a new album came out over the weekend. Oops, she did it again. No, I'm not talking about Britney Spears. I'm talking about Beyonce releasing another surprise album. Following her video, short film video that aired on HBO this past Saturday, Lemonade, the album of the same name, went across title. Title only for now. And the album, from what I'm hearing, is okay. Formation, the first single that came out back in February, it was okay. I played at Club 54. It's kind of gangsta A. But then came the songs about apparently marital strife between her and Jay-Z. The biggest song that everyone's talking about is Sorry. And the song is making fun of Becky, a bitch, a cheating whore named Rachel Roy. With lyrics like, he only want me when I'm not there. You better call Becky with that good hair. Because she said good hair. That everyone's tweeting out at Miss Roy. The Beehive, when you fuck with the Beehive, they will sting your ass. But unfortunately, another Rachel with a similar name with a spelling change, she got the front of the tweets as well. Rachel Way got the brunt of the tweet from the Beehive as well, of an unfortunate misspelling. So, wow. So, there you go. So, Beyonce released a new album with a lot of marital strife songs that Jay-Z, especially about his alleged mistress, Rachel Ward, who was getting attacked on the social media by the Beehive. So, there you go. Now, other news concerning the Billboard Awards, the Billboard Music Awards, set to take place on May 22nd in Las Vegas, Nevada. A lot of performers have been set, including DNCE, Joe Jonas's new project, along with Shawn Mendes, Pink premiering her new song live for the first time, Just Like Fire, from the Alice Through the Looking Glass film, and also the Go-Go's, who are set to go on their farewell tour and are in the 35th anniversary of We Got the Beat. It's sad they're going on this farewell tour and they still haven't patched things up with Kathy Valentine. So, there you go with that. Performance set for the BMAs. Bit of touring news. We have a nostalgia tour in what could be the hottest rap tour of the summer, besides Snoop and Wiz. Let's get to the nostalgia tour. Now, a lot of these package tours are coming around, capitalizing on this newfound nostalgia that people have for older music, specifically the 90s, and also the aughts, 2000s. We have the I Love the 90s tour, which I'm seeing on August 19th in the Knob, with Salt and Pepper, Ice Baby Man himself, Vanilla Ice, Tone Loc, Coolio, and Rob Bass, even though most of those acts are based in the 80s. But now there's a new tour. For people like me who lived in the 2000s, I'm not going though, but it's an interesting bill for people in the 2000s era. The My 2K Tour, interesting name, to be headlined by 98 Degrees. This is their first tour since touring with New Kids on the Block back in 2013 when they got back together after a 13-year hiatus. It's the first headlining tour since their tour with NKOTB. Also appearing with 90 Degrees, a couple of one-hit wonder bands from the 2000s, including Juan Cabrera, who I think had, did he date Ashley Simpson at one point? Or Dana Simpson, I forgot this whole story. Known for Bring It All Down, and also two bands that were products of reality show and of P. Diddy. Of course, referring to Old Town, known for their hit singles, Liquid Dreams, We Fit Together, and All or Nothing. Of course, the group have been performing together for the last couple of years, getting back together without one of the members, Ashley. And also joining this tour is Dream. And yes, it's the original lineup, including Melissa, who left the group in 2002. So at least all the members of Dream and 90 Degrees are together. Oak Town is one man short. The tour will kick off mostly a mix of amphitheaters and arenas, kicking off on July 8th at the Hartman Arena in Kansas. They will be, of course, at the Mixtape Fest with New Kids on the Block, the only U.S. appearance this year for New Kids. They'll also be doing, obviously, with 90 Degrees, a bunch of Ohio shows. It is a home state, including the hometown of Cincinnati. I smell a post party at Lachey's, Nick and Drew's restaurant, which I've been to, and it's a nice place. And they will be here in Detroit on July 29th at Meadowbrook. Tickets will go on sale next week. No, this week. This Friday, April the 29th. So there you go, the My 2K tour. Well, that tour's announced. A lot of touring news concerning Drake. It's going to be a big week for him. His anticipated new album, Views from the Six, is set to hit stores this Friday. And it better hit singles Pop Style. And also a song with Jay-Z and Kanye. And also, of course, Summer 16. The name of his tour, which was announced today. The tour will kick off on July the 20th in Austin, Texas. A mixture of arenas, mostly. With Future, his collaborator on the Great Time to Be Alive album, to be joining him as a co-headliner, along with various special guests, including Roy Woods, DVSN, and others. Big cities will include Dallas, Texas, Kansas City, 2 nights, including 2 nights in Chicago, 2 nights in New York, 2 nights in Houston, 2 nights in LA, and of course 2 nights in Toronto on August 1st and July 31st as part of Drake's OVO Festival in Toronto, which will start with Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa on the 29th, on the 31st. There's only one show of Drake. He's August 1st at ACC with Future. Then July 31st is Snoop Dogg and Khalifa. That is at the and that's at ACC as well. And then at OVO Bounce. That's July 29th. So a lot of events for the OVO Festival. And he will be in Detroit on August 16th, Madonna's birthday, at the Joe. He's played the Pals before, but I don't think he's ever played the Joe at all. He's also played the Knob as well. A couple of times as a headliner and also on the Little Rain tour he did a couple of years ago. So there you go. 2 tours announced. The My 2K tour and Drake's Summer 16 tour with Future. To be sponsored by Apple Music and the Them Boys Up to Something. Woo! Quoting, of course, Jumpman. Which I know when that song hits on that tour, it'll be bonkers. The tour will end on September 17th in Vancouver. The My 2K tour will end on August 28th in Saratoga, California. So there you go. 2 tours announced today. And that is it for my Atakline internet. Thanks so much for watching. And bear with me with my little illness today. At least I made it. But that might have been attacked by the news from Zach. See you later. Yeah.